Hey guys, so I've been thinking, what if everything that we've been told is a lie? What if everything that we've been told about the Iran war, the Iraq war, the war in Ukraine, MLK, JFK, Charlie Kirk, what if everything is a lie? Because the older I get, the more I realize that all these media corporations have an agenda. And they're all attached to different groups. And they'll show you what those organizations want you to see. And I'm realizing now that it's not normally the truth. Just like I'm realizing now that almost everything that we've been fed about China is a lie to make Americans feel good, especially Americans that don't travel anywhere. And I say this with no disrespect, but I've come to realize that a lot of Americans have never been out of their state. They've never been to another state. They've never been to another country. They don't know anything at all. So they're just talking based on what they see on television. They don't know how well other countries have developed. They still think that everything in America is the best. If you go to some backwoods in Alabama and you talk to some people, they still think that they have the best because they've never been anywhere else. I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina 2 weeks ago, and I was talking to a gentleman, and he said to me, I've never left Fayetteville. So this dude, not only did he not leave the country, not only did he not leave his state, he did not leave his county. Never, ever. And this was a man in his 60s. He never left his county. So a lot of the times we're seeing people online, they've been sitting on that same couch for 40 years. And they're responding to people who know what they're talking about, who know what's going on in the world. A lot of us are not experts. I'm no expert. I'm no expert on economics. I'm no expert on foreign policy. I'm coming from a law enforcement background. And I still won't consider myself an expert in a lot of areas of law enforcement. There's a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of shade being thrown in different media outlets, and people are soaking it up because they're stopping us from thinking. They don't want you to be able to think for yourselves. And it doesn't take a genius to see what's going on. People on one side of the spectrum are trying to consume all of the media outlets. And under this administration, a lot of that's going on. And with different control of the FCC, a lot of this shit would not have been possible. Because they're racing against the clock to gobble up all the media organizations. And these guys who own these organizations, they're not about human rights. They don't care about the people. They don't care about your voices. They don't care about free speech. If the money is right, they're gonna let it go. They all only care about the money. And it's the same for most of us, sad to say. Most of us only care about the money. CNN is about to go down the tubes. Can you believe that? Paramount, CBS. "60 Minutes." And these guys are paying triple the price. It's not about the money, because they want to control what you hear, what you see. And if they control what you hear and what you see, then they can control what you think. That will work for a lot of people. And they don't need everybody to believe. They just need a portion of the population to believe for them to take control. Divide and conquer. It always works. That's the only way Trump could have won an election twice here in America. Because the only politics that he shares is us against them. The white man, it's everyone up against the white man. And if you check the percentage, the white man owns 90% of the wealth. So they went after DEI, even in the military, and they got rid of all the people in positions of power, in positions of power, who knew what they were doing. Even in the military, women and people of color who knew what they were doing, and put in their places white men who have no clue. I mean, if they put white men who are qualified and know what they were doing, I have no problem with it. There are plenty of qualified white men. Very qualified white men. If you remove DEI and put in qualified white men, there's nothing we can say. But the system is now turned upside down, and we're not thinking. We're listening to what they're saying, and we're acting upon what they're showing us.